This video will walk you through the setup of your Advantage 1200 test scoring machine. Your scanner should have arrived in a white box that looks like this. Let's get you set up right away to start using your new scanner. Inside the outer white box, you will find a small brown box that houses various components for the scanner. We recommend that you save all packing materials in case the scanner needs to be shipped at a later date. Let's open the box to see what all these items look like and how they work together. First, open the brown box and remove the small white box and the ink cartridges. Set these items aside until they are needed. In the center of the box, there is a red folder that contains important information you will need to keep regarding your scanner. Some of the contents inside this folder may vary slightly depending on whether you are on a 30-day trial or on the purchase of a machine. The following items will be in every folder, regardless of the program. When you open the folder, you will find the warranty and maintenance agreement for the scanner. Please read this over and keep for future reference. Behind that, you will find the Advantage Forms catalog. This catalog illustrates each of the test forms that are available and work with the Advantage scanner. It shows what the forms look like, along with a summary of all the characteristics for each form and the item number for ordering. The forms catalog will be helpful when reordering test, survey, ballot, and utility forms for your Advantage scanner. Behind the forms catalog is a clear protective sheet with a bright orange attention sticker at the top. Inside the protective sleeve is a calibration sheet for the scanner. You will need to keep this form in a safe place as it is reusable and necessary to keep the scanner running properly. The final item that you will find in this folder is a single answer sheet. If you are unable to locate your original scanner activation card, which should have come clipped to your scanner, you will be able to use this form to activate the scanner. We recommend that you keep all of these important materials together in the red folder they came in so they can be easily located. On the other side of the brown materials box, you'll find a clear scanner dust cover along with the USB and serial cables. Set the clear scanner cover aside for now. The connection cables are needed for linking the scanner to your computer to work with the DataLink software the scanner came with. The type of connection ports that you have on your computer will determine which cable you will need to use. If you have a tower computer that does not have USB ports, you will need to use a serial pin cable. Most laptops and newer tower units have USB ports, so you can use the USB cable. You can return whichever cable you will not be using to the box for storage. If you plan to use the scanner as a standalone machine and not hook it up to DataLink, you can leave all the cables in the box for storage. If the Advantage you are setting up has come to you as a 30-day trial, there will be forms under the center compartment. Lift the tab at the center of the compartment access panel to locate the forms. There are two different types of forms included. The smaller forms are for creating a teacher key and administering a test to students. The larger forms are the item analysis forms. The item analysis forms are for collecting test data after all of the tests have been run through the scanner. This information will also be available in the reports if using the DataLink software. You can now remove the scanner from the large white box. Make sure to keep the side cardboard protectors in case you need to ship the scanner in the future. Remove the clear plastic bag from the scanner and place it back into the white box. On the front of the scanner, there will be a clip keeping the scanner activation sheet and DataLink software disk in place for shipping. Remove the clip and set both the activation card and software disk aside until needed. You will need the blue activation card that you just unclipped from the front of the scanner to activate the scanner. The activation card has the scanner's serial number pre-printed in the top right corner of the form. You will need this number to fill out the online registration form. If for some reason you are unable to locate the activation card that came with the scanner, you can use any Advantage form that has a student ID grid to activate the scanner. The single Advantage form that came with the scanner in the red folder was sent for this purpose. The scanner serial number is needed for the online activation form. If using a test sheet, you will need to look up the serial number. The serial number is located on the back of each scanner on a white sticker. Advantage 1200 scanners start with an S followed by a 5-digit number. Once you have located your activation card or a test sheet with a student ID grid, log on to our activation website and fill out the online registration form. Fill out the web form completely and submit it. Once you submit your information online, you will be supplied with a 4-digit activation code specifically for your scanner. Write in this code at the top left of the activation form and fill in the corresponding bubbles of your activation form with a number 2 pencil. If using the student ID section of a test sheet, you will need to fill in the first 4 digits of the student ID grid bubbles. Leave the rest of the remaining number fields blank. You will also need to mark the test sheet as the key by bubbling in the K at the top left. The filled-in bubbles are what will activate your scanner when the form is scanned. Plug in the power supply to the wall outlet and the back of your scanner. Once the scanner has been plugged in, you will notice that the LCD screen currently says Activation Required. Feed the filled-in activation sheet or test sheet through the scanner. Your LCD display will change from Activation Required to Ready. Your scanner is now activated. Now you will need to install the ink cartridges and test the print. The scanner came with 2 red Hewlett-Packard ink cartridges to be used with the Advantage scanner. A new ink cartridge will last about 6 to 12 months or run approximately 10,000 to 15,000 answer sheets. How frequently the scanner is used will determine how often you will need to replace the ink. We recommend that you replace the cartridges at the beginning of the school year or at least once a year. If you have recently located a scanner in a box that you were not aware that you had, or if your scanner has not been in use for an extended period of time, you may need to purchase new ink cartridges. To install the ink on your scanner, you will need to remove the front ink cover. To do this, place your hand over the front cover like this and squeeze the tabs together. Remove the cover to reveal the empty ink chamber. Open the new ink cartridges and discard the packing materials. Make sure to remove the protective tape that covers the copper-colored plate for each ink cartridge. Insert the new ink cartridge into the scanner with the copper side away from you. The silver Hewlett-Packard sticker should be facing you. If you want to track how long these cartridges have been in the scanner, use a fine-tip permanent marker and on the Hewlett-Packard label, write the date. Follow the same steps to insert the second ink cartridge. Replace the ink cover by threading the small feet on the left of the cover piece into the slots on the face of the scanner. Once those are properly inserted, press down and in on the cover plate to lock it into place. You will need to run a test sheet through your scanner to ensure it is marking the sheets correctly and does not have any printing problems. The scanner should still be plugged in with Ready showing in the LCD panel. Create a key to run through the scanner to test the printing. It doesn't matter which Advantage test form you use to test the printing as long as you mark it as the key. Make sure that you fill in both sides of the answer sheet to ensure that both ink cartridges are printing correctly. After you have filled in all the answers on the front of the answer sheet and marked the key bubble, feed it through your scanner. When the key is run through the scanner, it will print the corresponding letter or number next to each row that has a mark. If everything looks okay with the print, you have successfully inserted the ink and can continue to use your scanner. If you are experiencing ink problems, please view the video on troubleshooting ink problems. Now that we have activated the scanner, installed the ink cartridges, and tested the print, there is only one more feature we need to activate, and that is the DataLink software. Installing DataLink software is optional, but will provide you more reporting and data exporting options. DataLink software is registered to the scanner, not the user. That means that you can install the DataLink software to an unlimited number of computers at your school for various teachers to use throughout the building. Doing this will allow teachers to connect the scanner directly to their computers or come to the main testing area, scan their tests, save their test data to a flash drive, and take that saved information to view reports, print, and extract data from the DataLink program running on their computer in their classroom. This will free up the scanner and the computer for other users. To install DataLink, you must be logged into the computer with administrator privileges. Insert the CD into your CD drive and select Install DataLink from the list of options when the install window appears. Also included on the CD are optional installs for the scanner USB driver and the scanner firmware updater. Scanners are sent with the most current firmware available. The most current firmware release and USB drivers can also be found in the download section of our website. A complete document for using DataLink is included in the help file. New users of DataLink should read the help file to gain a full understanding of the application prior to using it. A brief overview for using DataLink is included in the DataLink Quick Start Guide that accompanied your DataLink CD. After installation, you can launch DataLink by going to Start, Programs, Apperson Education Products, and selecting DataLink. Before the first use of DataLink, you will be asked to enter a software key. The software key can be found on the back side of your Quick Start Guide. Enter these numbers into the appropriate fields and you'll be ready to use your DataLink software. Your Advantage scanner is now set up, activated, and ready to use. When your scanner is not in use, you can simply unplug the power and cable connections and place the dust cover over the top for storage. For more information on how to use DataLink software that came with your scanner, view our other online tutorials. If you are experiencing problems, please contact a member of our technical support team at 800-827-9219.